Cancer, welcome to your July 2015 tarot reading with me. I am going to be drawing 4 of the tarot cards, which will basically be one card for each week of the month of July, and then we will do an interesting new card at the end just to finish it off. So Cancer, let's see what's in store for you guys for July. The Two of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Ace of Swords, and the Empress. Nice cards, Cancer. And you've got a little bit of energy going on here that you might want to think about. It's the Hermit as one of your major arcana cards, and you've got a second one at the end of July, which is the Empress. A sword and, Pentacles and a sword as well. So quite a mixed bag for you. July could offer you quite a lot of different perspectives for your energies and thoughts. That might be something that comes to the mind there. A lot of the other readings for the zodiac readings for the month of July have not shown many major arcanas, so perhaps for you guys it's a little bit more of a close to home month. In fact, July is your birth month, I'm pretty sure. Well, part of it is your birth month, so that makes sense to me why you've got these two cards here. Well, let's start at the beginning before I go jumping off on a tangent. So the first one is the Two of Pentacles. Nice way to start the beginning of your month in July. Now, interestingly, I often think of this card as possible travel because we see in the background the sea and the ships. And another way we can look at the Two of Pentacles is there's this 8, the infinity sign. So even though it's a minor arcana card and it seems relatively innocuous, there can be a little bit more depth to this card than we first give it credence for. So we've already said what can possibly mean travel, and travel across sea or something involved around the sea. We talk about the fact that we've got this eternity symbol, the cycle of life, so there can be some energies or thoughts or something that goes along that type of area that makes you either contemplate who you are or something that connects within your life. Now, it could be to do with the travel, or it could be to do with the pentacles, because we see here he's trying to balance these pentacles. Now, we can talk about that from the perspective of finances. It could mean that you need to watch your money in July. You know, you need to make sure that you maintain balance, paying the bills on time, putting aside the right amount to equally pay things, but to equally enjoy yourself, because life isn't all about work. If we don't reward ourselves, we often kind of give up and say, well, what's that all for? You know, why would I bother? So making sure there is equal balance in your life in all perspectives. That's the other thing that this card can mean. So finances wise, you could feel a little bit coming and going. It would just be something that you could keep an eye on. It's nothing major, it's probably just cyclical, and that's another sign of the infinity, ever-ending cycle. So we come to the second week and we see the Hermit here. Now, he is a major arcana card, and he is often considered the energy of going within to connect with yourself and sort of address the who am I? The where am I going? What is life about? It's a sort of a philosophical card that can often touch on the esoteric questions of life, as if, you know, what is your spirituality about? Are you meeting your own personal needs in that area? Is there something you would like to change in your life? And it's usually at that very deep and personal soul and emotional level. That is generally what the card says. I think if we looked at it from a health perspective, it would be telling you to take the time out to rest and make sure that you are fueling your body with the right type of things, the right thoughts, the right foods, the right energies, even people in your life. It could possibly be suggesting that you spend some time in meditation or contemplation. And often when I use the word contemplation, I think contemplate a lot of different things. As we've mentioned earlier, you know, if you're not happy with aspects of your health, is it time to contemplate trying a new direction, or a new therapy, or listening to someone else as well? So the Hermit card will possibly bring up those feelings of wanting to spend a bit of time alone and addressing your own very personal inner needs. If we come to the Ace of Swords in the third week, we see here the aces are often known for beginnings, new beginnings. And this sword is being handed to you in the air, so it's sort of, to me, not firmly established on the ground, so it's definitely still coming, whatever it is that could be new around you. Now, oftentimes the swords give us this feeling of thought or words or the mind, so intellect. So this could be to do with new ideas around you, so sometimes this can be career related. Now, the sword is carrying on the top of it a crown, but the crown has these pieces of greenery attached. So there's a triumphant feeling here, but at the cost of something. So sometimes when this card turns up, you can be on the road to a new journey, but you may have had to leave something behind to do it, or you may have had to leave some people behind, or cross bridges that you didn't really want to cross. So sometimes, again, matches this a little bit. You've spent some time in contemplation maybe to arrive at this point where you will seek something new and off you go. But often it suggests to us that there is positivity on this new direction. Now, interestingly, sometimes this card can even represent the severing of relationships that have been very important, such as marriages or long-term commitment relationships. So sometimes this is the sign of new beginnings in that area as well. If we come to the fourth card, we see the Empress, another major arcana card. She really is the epitome of female opulence and feminine energy, grace, joy, love, harmony, fertility in particular. She is a very fertile card, and she shows fertility in the female cycles. So this can be a time when pregnancies may occur for those of you wishing to conceive a pregnancy, and if you're not, then perhaps contraception or being very cautious is something to be called for in the end of July here for you. She offers much sunny disposition in many realms, health-wise, money-wise, heart-wise, new relationships coming in, you know, lots of blossoming and blooming. So it's a lovely way to end July, because I think that takes you toward where you'll be heading for August. So there we are, Cancer. That's actually a really nice reading once we've worked through it for you. Now, I'm just going to get the other cards and we'll finish off the reading. This beautiful deck here is called the Flower of Life cards, or deck. There's 52 of them, one for each week of the year. And they all have beautiful individual pictures on the cards. Every single one of them is different. And on the back of them, they have some inspirational writing. So I'm actually inclined to pick this one out for you because it's just so absolutely beautiful. So let's see what the back of the card has to say for you. This is kind of a message that will be more spiritually guided, or towards your own, you know, soul, as opposed to astrological events. So let's see what this is going to say. Oh, look at that. Love. How beautiful. Again, I said towards the end of your reading, you've got this whole feeling from the Empress of this beautiful harmony of feminine energy and fertility and love and happiness. And I think that July is going to really open the doors for you, especially towards the end of July, to feel that love. And of course, you'll know more than anything I talk about self-love, because that is so important. We must be able to love ourselves first to be able to then offer love to other people in our lives. So let me now read what the words say. I'll zoom them down a little bit for you so you can also see what they say. Love can overcome and heal anything. Love is all, and everything else is fear, constructed by our minds. Love is divine power. Love is a state of being, not an emotion to make you feel good when you think something is missing. When you truly become love, you will see and feel that nothing is missing. Look beyond your perceived assumptions about everything to see into the heart of all. At the heart of all experiences unconditional love. When you are completely present, you will feel the gift. You're present. The gift may show itself as a good or bad situation. However, it is time to unwrap your present experience. Tear off their wrapping and find your gift, the gift of love. That is really beautiful, and I think it is important to understand that love sometimes can be wrapped up in what appears to be a negative situation, but when you've worked through it, I always say to you guys, you come out on the other side stronger and knowing more and having experienced something that's incredibly important for your soul, and it ticks certain boxes off. Part of your life's journey. That's exactly what it all is. So there you are, Cancer. You enjoy this wonderful essence of love for July. Kia kaha and much aroha to you all.